Hello guys, for this video, we'll be discussing how to drop users. Now, as a database administrator, there will come a time wherein you have to delete or drop a user or a user account. So this video now will demonstrate or show to us how to do this. So dropping a user. To drop a user, we just type the command drop user and then the account name. Or we can have several account names if you're going to delete more than one account. So that's very simple, very straightforward. So as an example, we just type here drop user, and then for example, this is the account name, so Jill at localhost. So let's try to demonstrate that. So the first step is for you to log in as the root or the super admin. So MySQL -uroot-p, then just enter the password, and then that's it. You are now logged in as the root user. So you're the admin. And then let's try to create a user account. So here we create user, and then Naomi at localhost, identified by the password. So that's how we create a user. We have discussed this in some of the previous videos. So just in case you would like to review this, there are videos available in my channel so that we'll discuss how to create users. And then let's try to display some information about the user. So to do this, we just select user host from MySQL.user. So we have here the names of the user and the host names. Then let's drop the user. So to drop the user, we just type drop user Naomi localhost. So again, the previous one, you can see here the name of the user we have created. Okay. So here we're going to drop the user. So drop user Naomi at localhost. So once we enter that, it says your query OK. And then we again try to look at the list of users for the database. So select user host from MySQL.user. So once you press enter key, you can see that Naomi is no longer included in the users. So that's how we delete users. Now let's have another demo, how to drop connected users. So what if they are connected? What if, let's say, he is an active user? So when you just drop a connected user, the user can still use the database until the time that he or she relogs in. So take note of that. So once you drop the user and he is currently connected, the privileges are still there until the time that he relogs in. So if you want the user to immediately be denied of the privileges granted to him or her, you can. There are two ways. A, inform the user to log out. Then drop the user. Okay? Or B, kill the user's session, and then you can now drop the user. And I'll be showing you the second option, because of course the first option will be similar to the first one, but we'll just ask the user to log out first. So here's a demo. So first we create a user and grant privileges to this user. So let's take a look at this example code. So create user Osaka at localhost, identified by secure. So we have here now a new user. And then grant all on DB sales that asterisk to Osaka at localhost. So I have now granted all privileges on the database DB sales using all objects in that database to Osaka at localhost. So in another session, so we try to open another command file. Okay, so this is another session. So we are opening two instances of the database. So what we're going to do is to open another command file or CMD And then you log in now as another user. So MySQL, Osaka, B. So once you enter, we enter the password. So we have this password last time. And then you notice he or she is now logged in. So this is another we have the root user and this is the session of Osaka. So I color this green for identification purposes. So on the root session, let us show all current connections. So we can use the show process list. Or we also have another way, but that is discussed in another video. But the easiest way is to show process list. So if we show process list, this will show the ID, the username, the host, DB, etc. So these are all the connected users. So what is important here is that we can see here the name of the user, Osaka, and the ID. It's important to know the ID. So what we're going to do now is to kill Osaka's session before dropping the user. So again, the ID of Osaka is 3. So we just type kill 3. So that will be the command. Okay. So let's go. In this demo, Osaka green, first type show databases. So let's take a look at this. So Osaka type show databases, and you can see here that DB sales is here. So that means he or she still has privileges on the DB sales. So she has also has appeared on the screen, meaning she's still connected. Then the admin or the root blue killed her session, so kill 3. So this is the second command. So now after this command, so we have here now Osaka will again show databases. So you notice now that once Osaka type again show databases, an error message will now appear. So it says here lost connection to MySQL server during query. So MySQL now, yeah, so that she's no longer or he or she is no longer connected because her session was killed. So since the session was already killed, the admin can now drop the user. So drop user Osaka at localhost and query. Okay. And of course, even before dropping Osaka, Osaka is no longer is no longer connected, and even if she logs in after this, that user is no longer existing. Okay, so in this video, we have shown you how to drop user. So we just drop user and then the name of the user. But of course, there are some issues or concerns if, let's say, for example, the user or the account you're dropping is still connected. So if she's still connected, you should log out or maybe you have to kill her session. So thank you very much for viewing this video tutorial.